Hi, this is LW Global Finance. Welcome to today's deep dive into the global markets, where we break down the stories that move the economy, Wall Street, crypto, and more.
All right, let's unpack a really weird market moment from October 20th, 2025.
Check this out. Japan's Nikkei 225 just smashed through 49,000 for the first time ever.
And this wasn't just Japan. The S&P 500 in the US also jumped over 1%.
India's Nifty 50 got in on the action too, topping 25,900. We're talking a full-blown global rally.
But wait, here's the twist. Gold, the safe asset, also spiked over 4%.
So what gives? How can both risky stocks and safe haven gold be winning at the same time?
First up, let's look at why everyone was so optimistic about stocks. It really boils down to three key things that had investors feeling super confident.
Okay, first, over in Japan, a new government coalition meant one thing: political stability.
And that got investors betting big on pro-market policies and a stronger economy.
Then there's the whole US-China trade situation, which suddenly started sounding a lot better.
President Trump started talking about a fair deal, which calmed a lot of nerves about tariffs.
Plus, companies were crushing it. I mean, Apple just hit a brand new all-time high.
So that explains the stocks. But what about gold? Why was it also soaring?
Remember, gold is where you run when you're scared, so a rally means people were still worried.
And yeah, despite all that good news, there were definitely still some big risks lurking.
A huge one was the US government shutdown, which was already 20 days in.
So you see the split personality, right? The market was playing both sides of the fence.
So what's the one thing connecting these two opposite moves? Well, it's all about the Fed.
Basically, traders were almost 100% sure the Fed was about to cut interest rates.
And that's the magic ingredient. Lower rates are good for stocks and for gold.
So you had this best of both worlds scenario. Good news pushing things up with the safety net below.
So here's a quick breakdown of all the competing forces pushing and pulling the market.
So basically, the good news created the rally, and the bad news guaranteed cheap money.
Which leaves us with the million-dollar question. How long can this perfect setup actually last?
Thanks for tuning in to LW Global Finance. What's your take on today's market moves? Leave a comment, share your thoughts, and don't forget to follow us for more updates and analysis.